Okay, in this video, I'm going to be using Power Automate as a tool to help me to automate some tasks that I need. So first of all, I'm going to start here and create. There's a few kind of ways to start a flow. Firstly, start from blank, so automated cloud flow will be triggered by an event. Instant cloud flow is when I want it to something to trigger manually, and then scheduled cloud flow is when you want something to be triggered, maybe daily or weekly, monthly. For now, we'll go for start by template. So in this flow that I want to do, I want to create a reminder email daily to remind me to update my project backlogs. So let's go find reminder center, and these are some of the templates that other people or companies have uploaded. I want this get daily reminders for your Outlook email, so I'll click on this. Then as you can see here, this is one of the triggers. This is actually a scheduled cloud flow, so recurrence trigger will activate that action in outlook.com. And down here we have the connectors that we need to log into, because the flows will use cloud services. So I'm logged into my Outlook, and there will be a tick here to confirm valid connection. Click continue, and here we have the main flow. So this is where we program the flow to do what we want. First of all, the top here is the recurrence trigger, and there is an interval and frequency. So in the interval 1 day frequency day, this means that this entire flow will be triggered every 1 day. So daily, this is a daily trigger. And for more advanced options, we can click here. Time zone, for my time zone first, which is UTC 8 AM Singapore. And the start time, there's an example here. So the start time needs to be in a standard format, which is ISO 8601. I have it here, so just copy, paste it here. So next, I want it to have a specific hour where it starts. So maybe at the end of the workday, I will update my project backlog. So around 5:45, let's say at 5:45. After we've done all that, there will be a preview here, which will show exactly what we want to confirm that I've set everything correctly. Runs at 17:45 every day, so 5:45 every day. This flow will be triggered. This looks correct, so we'll move on to the next block. And any other blocks after the trigger are known as actions. So whatever you want the flow to do will be set here. You can add a new step if you want, but for now I just need these two blocks. So next, I want to send an email, so I'll be sending an email to myself. Okay, and for the subject, I'll leave it as it is, daily reminder from Power Automate. And then in the body, I will set what I need is reminder to update project backlogs. And with that, the flow is complete. Before we save, there is a couple of things we can do. There is a flow checker, so errors and warnings will be shown here. So 0 errors, 0 warnings means that my flow should be correct. And once I save, the Power Automate platform will also prompt me to test it. So we recommend you test it. So there's a button here after we save that we can click on, which is test manually. So what happens here is that it will activate the flow now, and I should be receiving an email when I click through. So let's wait for the email. This was a previous attempt, but we can wait for another one. There we go. So it's the same time, 2:58 PM. Reminder to update project backlogs. And with that, we have done the flow. Click on my flow. You can see here. You can go in here, and then there are some things we can do, which is edit, share, save as, export, all this stuff. And then you can see the history here, which we have just ran, has succeeded. So we know this flow has succeeded completely. Now that we are familiar with creating a flow from a template, let's try creating one from blank. Let's go to create again. And in this flow, I want to convert Word documents into PDF automatically. I'm going to be using this automated cloud flow. Give it a name, convert Word documents into PDF. And for the trigger, I want it to happen whenever a file is created. To find create file, and this will show me all the triggers, related triggers, and make sure that the connector is the one that you want. So I'm using OneDrive for Business, so I'll be using this when a file is created. OneDrive for Business, create. And here we have the trigger. I'll just be choosing the folder which I want all my Word documents to be uploaded in. So the trigger will only activate when folders are uploaded into this, when files are uploaded into this folder. Now we'll create a new step. In this step, we want to convert the Word document into PDF. So we look for this convert file, OneDrive for Business. And here we have something new called dynamic content. So add dynamic content, you usually appear here. When you click, it should show you all the dynamic content you have. So dynamic content is all this dynamic content will appear from all the previous apps and connectors that you have used in the flow. So all this came from when a file is created. In this, I want to use file identifier so that the flow knows which file I am choosing. If this is a hard-coded word, hard-coded file name, the flow will convert the same file over and over again instead of whichever file that you have created. Now this step is done. Target type PDF is correct. This is what I want. This action only converts the file data from Word data into PDF data, but it does not actually create and save the file. So for that, we need a new action. Let's find create file and choose create file, OneDrive for Business. This I will be choosing a new folder, so my PDF documents folder. And then for the file name and file content, we will be dynamically assigning those as well. File name, wrong. This one, file name, and file content. So this makes sure that I'll be naming the same file name, then the file content will be the same as the Word document. Now that this is done, I will check the flow checker, 0 warning, 0 errors, and we can save. So once I save, I'll do the same thing, test it again. Testing it manually. And then there's a prompt here to see it work now. Add a file to the OneDrive folder you have selected. So let's go to my OneDrive. As you can see here, the PDF document is currently empty. Go back to the Word documents, it is empty. We'll upload the file for flow document test. Okay, once this is uploaded, let me just show you what's inside. This file should be in PDF. So I'll close this, and then when we go back to Power Automate, you can see that your flow is running. This is running, and wait for it to be done. Your flow has been run successfully. Go back, go to the PDF documents, give it a refresh, and here we go. Follow flow document test PDF. This file should be in PDF. So this has been a successful flow. Let's go and just check the content. Convert Word document to PDF. Same as the previous flow. There's a history here. You can see succeeded, and that is all.